So, starting with today's lecture, we started with mental diseases. Mental diseases given from aphorism number 210 to 230. In this, we covered aphorism number 210 to 220. That is half part of the mental diseases covered. So, first we will revise what we studied in previous classes and then move towards. In aphorism number 210, we study about what is mental one-sided diseases. These are those diseases which are appearing to be related only to the mind of the patient and have only few signs and symptoms of derangement of mind. And in this, they do not constitute a separate class of diseases which can be distinguished from all other diseases. And mental one-sided diseases are mostly psoric in nature or origin. And to have homeopathic cure of such diseases, symptoms of mind and symptoms of material body should be taken into consideration and should be treated accordingly. Then in 211 we studied about the present characteristic symptoms are helpful for the selection of remedy. So the present state of disposition and the chief characteristic symptoms are true guide in such cases, and physicians should take all into consideration. Accordingly, portrait of disease should be formed and remedy should be selected. Then in 112 we studied about each medicine brings change in state of mind and dispositions. That medicine have the capacity to alter the state of mind and state of disposition in the state of health, while proving each and every medicine in different manner, because there are no two medicinal substances in the world which are similar to each other. Then in aphorism number 213 we studied about the selection of homeopathic medicine for such cases, means for the mental diseases. And in this, Dr. Hahnemann explained about whatever disease patient has, the acute, chronic or mental one-sided diseases, physician should observe and should take the note of altered state of mind and disposition, and along with other symptoms, then only be able to cure homeopathically. And for patient's relief, physician should select that the medicine which is most similar to other symptoms as well as symptoms of mind and disposition. So it is explained in aphorism number 213. Then in 214 we studied about the treatment of mental diseases, as mental diseases are to be cured in the same way like other diseases, means there is no difference between it is mental disease or it is physical disease or it is a combination of both mental or physical disease, while we treated the mental diseases in general. And to select that medicine, the remedy which has the capability to alter the state of health of mind and body of a healthy person, that medicine is the medicine which we select for the mental diseases. And in this way we can treat the mental diseases in general. Then we studied the aphorism number 215. In aphorism number 215 it is related to the mental and physical diseases are the same, or the when there is suppression of corporeal disease or a material disease, it converts towards, it gets suppressed and it converted towards the mental disease. This is explained in aphorism number 215, that is when the corporeal disease gets suppressed, the physical symptoms get suppressed and the mental symptoms get aggravated, and this continue for a quite long period. There occurs the development of mental one-sided diseases which appears as good as local mental disease. Means the first type of mental disease we see, that is somatopsychic type. In this, the corporeal disease gets suppressed and it converted into a mental disease. Then in 216 we studied about the examples of separation of physical diseases to mental one-sided diseases. In this they explained the examples of separation of physical diseases that converts towards the mental one-sided diseases. In this they explained the example of separation of lung then due to the suppressive mode of treatment gets suppressed and ultimates into one-sided mental diseases like insanity. That is how the suppuration of lung converts into the insanity. This is one of the example that is explained in aphorism number 216. Then in 217 we studied about the disease portrait, that is what should be the treatment for these type of diseases, means for the somatopsychic diseases, and in these diseases how to form the disease portrait. In this we have to consider the mental symptoms and the physical symptoms of the patient, that we have to consider both the symptoms, the physical symptom which gets suppressed and second one that is mental symptoms which are present in the patient. And in order to form the portrait of such diseases, physician should be very careful. He should try to pursue above phenomena, that how material disease gets suppressed and patient becomes host of mental one-sided diseases. And in these diseases physician should note down accurately all the characteristic mental symptoms as well as symptoms of the material body which are obscured under mental symptoms, and combinedly he should form an portrait of disease, means while forming the portrait of disease in somatopsychic condition, the physician should take the note of both the physical symptoms also and the mental symptoms also. Then for the removal of such diseases, that medicine should be chosen which while proving on healthy person gives similar symptoms as that of the disease. So it is explained in aphorism number 217. Then in aphorism number 218 it is also regarded with the somatopsychic uh, type of mental diseases, and in this the past history of the patient is in, that is while considering the corporeal disease which gets suppressed and converted into mental disease, the physician must consider the past history of the patient, and in forming the totality of symptoms of mental one-sided diseases, past history of the patient is very important, and by repeated questionnaire to the patient and attendant regarding the past disease process or phenomena, regarding the how the material disease gets suppressed and how it changed into mental one-sided disease, what suppressive medication patient has taken, gives a vital information, means the past symptoms of the patients are also very important to consider the corporeal disease of the patients. And in this patient, sorry, physician must consider the past history of the patient while taking the history of patient in somatopsychic condition. Then in aphorism number 219 it is regarding the comparison of past and present corporeal symptoms, means the patient have past corporeal symptoms but some are the present corporeal symptoms may be present in a patient, and he has to compare both these symptoms as there is a relationship between the present and past corporeal symptoms, and with the help of present corporeal symptom patient, physician get idea about the past corporeal symptom. And for this reason, after recording past history of the patient in mental one-sided disease, already with us we have a present record of corporeal symptom and mental symptoms. After comparing past with the present symptoms, although present symptoms are less perceptible, gives idea about presence of past corporeal disease as well as direct relationship between corporeal and mental one-sided disease. So this is the comparison between the past and the present corporeal symptoms while we consider the treatment of somatopsychic type of mental diseases. Then in last we study about the selection of medicine in chronic mental diseases, that is how to select the medicine in chronic mental diseases. And in this, in order to achieve the goal of highest ideal of cure in case of mental one-sided diseases, the physician must form a proper portrait of the disease, means while considering the chronic mental disease also, the physician has to form the proper portrait of the disease and the physician must record the present signs and symptoms observed by the friends, relatives, and signs and symptoms observed by the himself. Then a similar remedy must be selected which is capable of producing a similar disease state in the healthy individual. And in this way, he has to select the remedy and he has to cure the patient permanently. So, these are the aphorism we studied in a previous class, that is up to aphorism number 220. Then today we are going to start with aphorism number 221. In this, first I will read the aphorism number 221. In this aphorism number 221, if however insanity or mania caused by fright, vexation, the abuse of spirituous liquors, etc., has suddenly broken out an acute disease in the patient's ordinary calm state, although it almost always arises from internal sora like a flame bursting forth from it. Yet, when it occurs in this acute manner, it should not be immediately treated with antisorics, but in the first place with remedies indicated for it out of the other class of proved medicaments, that is aconite, belladonna, stramonium, hyoscyamus, mercury, etc., in highly potentized minute homeopathic doses in order to subdue it so far that the sora shall for time revert to its former latent state, wherein the patient appears as if quite well. So this is aphorism number 221 and it is regarding the explanation of the second type of mental diseases, that is acute mental diseases that are caused due to acute exciting causes. Up till now we studied the first type of mental diseases, that is somatopsychic type, but from this aphorism, that is 221, it is regarding the acute mental diseases that are caused due to acute exciting causes. We know the mental diseases having mainly four types. First one, somatopsychic type. Second one, acute mental diseases. Third one, the mental diseases of doubtful origin. And fourth one, that is psychosomatic type of mental diseases. So in this aphorism number 221, it is regarding the acute mental diseases which are caused due to acute exciting causes. And in this, what is given in this aphorism, that is aphorism number 221, that is acute mental diseases like insanity or mania which are caused by causes like fright, vexation, or the abuse of spirituous liquors, where such diseases appearing suddenly, means these are the diseases like sudden insanity or sudden mania, and these are caused due to sudden causes like fright, vexation, or the abuse of spirituous liquors, which were where such diseases appearing suddenly, means such diseases are appear suddenly, and they are called as a acute mental diseases, means suddenly patient is okay but suddenly he suffer from a some time type of insanity or some type of mania. This is due to these causes, that is it may be due to some sudden fright, it may be due to sudden vexation, or it may be due to sudden abuse of spirituous liquors, and they are originated from the sora, but the main origin of the disease is sora, and they should not be treated in the beginning treated with deep acting antisoric remedies, but with the acute acting medicines like aconite, belladonna, stramonium, hyoscyamus, etc., so that acute manifestation can be treated. So these are the acute exciting diseases and these are having the soric origin. There is the bursting of the latent state of sora, and for this reason while treating these diseases you have to select the medicine from the, that is high potentized medicines from the group of acute medicines, that is aconite, belladonna, stramonium, hyoscyamus. These are the medicines which are selected for these conditions according to the symptom similarity. And after giving these medicines for acute condition, then afterwards physician has to use the antisoric medicine, as the origin of the disease is soric in nature. So for treating these diseases, the physician should use the antisoric medicines, but not in the beginning state, as they may get aggravated. For this reason, first the physician should use the acute medicines for these acute conditions, that is the medicines like aconite, belladonna, stramonium, hyoscyamus, and after the subsiding of symptoms, to complete the cure of these diseases, the physician should take the use of deep acting antisoric remedies and the condition get permanently cured. So this is aphorism number 221, that is regarding the acute mental diseases that are caused due to acute exciting causes. All of you understanding the second type of mental diseases, that is acute mental diseases. Yes, are you understanding? Yes, Vijay. Not able to listen you or hear you. Can we see the next aphorism? Any difficulty in this aphorism? Aphorism number 221. All of you understand? Karishma? Yes, Abhishek. आवाज येतोय ना माझा? This is aphorism number 221 regarding the second type of mental diseases, that is acute mental diseases caused due to acute exciting causes. Then aphorism number 222. So first I will read the aphorism. But such a patient who has recovered from an acute mental or emotional disease by the use of these non-antisoric medicines should never be regarded as cured. On the contrary, no time should be lost in attempting to free him completely by means of a prolonged antisoric treatment from the chronic miasm of the sora, which it is true has now become once more latent but is quite ready to break out anew. If this be done, there is no fear of another similar attack if he attend faithfully to the diet and regimen prescribed for him. So, what is given in aphorism number 222? It is also regarding the radical treatment of acute mental diseases. In 221, we studied what is mean by acute mental diseases and how to manage these acute mental diseases. And aphorism number 222, it is regarding the radical treatment of acute mental diseases. In this, acute mental diseases which are treated with an acute acting medicines like aconite, belladonna should not be taken into consideration as completely cured, but within no time such patients should be treated with an deep acting, long acting antisoric medicines in order to stop further development and in order to prevent the recurrence of the disease. Means in this they explain about while treating these diseases, that is if there is acute disease occurs and there is we use the medicines, that is aconite, belladonna, hyoscyamus, stramonium. These medicines are used and the patient gets subside his symptoms, or but the this is not the permanent cure or not the cure of the patient. It is only the subside of these symptoms of acute mania. But when the to complete the cure, the physician has to use the deep acting antipsoric medicines, and when he use that deep acting or long acting antipsoric medicine, that is in order to stop further development and in order to prevent the recurrence of the disease. That is, first he has to use that acute medicines, that is aconite, belladonna, stramonium, hyoscyamus, and subside the symptoms of the patient. And afterwards he has to use the deep acting antipsoric remedy to stop the further development of the disease and to prevent the recurrence of the disease. And along with this he has to prescribe him a, that is, faithfully attend to the diet and regimen prescribed for him. That is, he should take the regular diet and follow the regular regimen as prescribed by the physician. Then and then only he get cured from the acute mental diseases. So this is small aphorism that is regarding what should be the treatment for the acute mental diseases. So this is the second type of mental diseases, that is acute mental diseases. Then what is given in aphorism number 223? In aphorism number 223, it is regarding the, that is how, when not treated with antipsoric disease, the disease gets aggravated. That is, when we not use the antipsoric remedy to treat that acute mental diseases, the disease gets aggravated. That is explained in aphorism number 223. First, I will read the aphorism. But if the antipsoric treatment be omitted, then we may almost assuredly expect from a much slighter cause than brought on the first attack of the insanity, the speedy occurrence of a new and more lasting and severe fit, during which the sora usually develops itself completely and passes into either a periodic or continued mental derangement, which is then more difficult to be cured by antipsorics. So it is regarding the, if the physician is not treated the patient with antipsoric medicines, the disease condition gets aggravated. In this, what is explained by Dr. Hahnemann, that when such patient of acute mental disease is not treated with antipsoric medicines, then surely there is recurrence of the same disease, that the same disease reoccurred again and again in the patient in the same form with slighter cause than the previous one. Means the cause of the disease at this time is mild, but the patient suffered from the symptoms and than the previous one. Such patient lands into frequent recurrence of the same disease. Gradually disease gets aggravated and at the end becomes very difficult to cure. Means the such patients lands into frequent recurrence, means there is recurrence of disease repeatedly and frequent recurrence of the disease occurs and gradually the disease gets aggravated and at the end becomes very difficult to cure, and at the end of the disease it is becomes very difficult to cure these diseases. So the physician must use the antipsoric medicines to cure that cases. That is, after using the acute medicines, the physician must use the deep acting antipsoric remedies to cure the disease permanently. So this is regarding the treatment of antipsoric medicines for the acute mental diseases. This is explained in aphorism number 223. So, in this, we studied the aphorism number 221, 222, and 223. In 221, it is regarding what is mean by acute mental diseases, as acute mental diseases like insanity, mania are caused by the causes like fright, vexation, or the abuse of spirituous liquors, and such diseases appear suddenly, and these are called as acute mental diseases. And these are treated with the acute medicines like aconite, belladonna, stramonium, hyoscyamus. Then in aphorism number 221, 222, we studied that the radical treatment of acute mental diseases means to treat the uh, acute mental diseases after using the acute medicines, that is aconite, belladonna, stramonium, hyoscyamus. The physician should use the antisoric remedy to complete the cure. And in 223 it is also regarding the when the physician should not treat the patient with antisoric remedies, the disease condition gets aggravated and there is more recurrence of the symptoms of that acute mental diseases and the disease becomes incurable. So this is regarding the acute mental diseases, aphorism number 221, 222 and 223. Then we shift towards the next aphorism, that is aphorism number 224. So what is aphorism number 224? If the mental disease be not quite developed, and if it be still somewhat doubtful whether it really arose from corporeal affections or did not rather result from faults of education, bad practices, corrupt morals, neglect of the mind, superstitions, or ignorance, the mode of deciding this point will be that if it produced from one or other of the latter causes, it will diminish and be improved by sensible, friendly exhortations, consolatory arguments, serious representations, and sensible advice, whereas a real moral or a mental malady, depending on bodily disease, would be speedily aggravated by such a course. The melancholic would become still more adjected, querulous, inconsolable, and reserved. The spiteful maniac would thereby become still more experted, and the chattering fool would become manifestly more foolish. So, this is the aphorism that is regarding the what is the differential diagnosis of mental disease and mental one-sided disease. Means this is the third type of disease, that is the mental disease of doubtful origin. Means we cannot decide the disease is of somatopsychic type or psychosomatic type. Means it is started with a corporeal disease or it is started with the emotional disease. So this is third type of disease, that is disease of mental disease of doubtful origin. And in this it is explained that what is the differential diagnosis of mental disease or a mental one-sided disease. In this we studied the third type, that is mental disease that may have some maintaining causes, or we cannot recognize the disease is of somatopsychic type or a psychosomatic type. And what is explained in this aphorism, that the signs and symptoms of mental one-sided diseases gets aggravated by proper friendly advice to the patient, consolatory discussion with patients with great seriousness, and a good opinion regarding what to do and what not to do by the patient, and On the contrary, complaints of the patients having acute mental disease and mental disease as such gets ameliorated. Means we cannot know that the disease is of which origin, and the signs and symptom means what is the difference between the mental one-sided diseases and the acute mental diseases or the mental diseases. In this mental one-sided diseases means it is the somatopsychic type, means first patient having a corporeal disease and then he is suffered from the mental disease, that is mental one-sided disease, and second one, that is acute mental disease or a mental disease. In that condition the patient is suffering from the mental symptoms only, and in this condition the main difference is that is the signs and symptoms of mental one-sided disease gets aggravated, as these patient gets aggravated by consolation. When we talk to these patients with calmness, with consolatory discussion, and with seriousness and good opinion regarding what to do and what not to do, the patients gets aggravated his complaints. He don't like that anyone talk to him about his complaints. These are the mental one-sided diseases or the somatopsychic type of diseases that the patient cannot like to talk about his mental condition. But the second one, that is the patient having the originally having the mental symptoms, that patients, if we talk them with a consolation, when we give them supports, they like it and their complaints get ameliorated. So this is the main difference between the somatopsychic and psychosomatic disorders or the emotional diseases, that is the patient having emotional diseases, patient having acute diseases, acute mental diseases, this patient gets ameliorated by consolation, they likes consolation. But the patient having somatopsychic disorder, that is first the patient having some corporeal disease and afterwards he is suffering from some mental disorders, these patients cannot like the consolation, their complaints gets aggravated due to consolation. So this is the main difference between the psychosomatic and the somatopsychic disorder. So this is third type, that is the mental diseases of doubtful origin and the difference between these disorders. Then the next aphorism, that is aphorism number 225, and in this aphorism number 225 it is explained that there are, however, as has just been stated, certainly a few emotional diseases which have not merely been developed into that form out of corporeal diseases, but such in an inverse manner, the body being but slightly indisposed, originate and are kept up by emotional causes such as continuous anxiety, worry, vexation, wrongs, and the frequent occurrence of great fear and fright. This kind of emotional disease in time destroy the corporeal health, often to a great degree. So now we start with a fourth type of mental disease, that we may call it as an emotional disease, we may call it as only a mental disease, or we may call it as a psychosomatic disorder. So what is the emotional disease? Emotional disease are those mental diseases which are not due to suppression of diseases of physical body, but are caused by emotional causes like continued anxiety, continuous worry, irritation, and due to great fear and fright. Such diseases causes deterioration of health, state of health of material body also. That is means the patient is suffering from the mental symptoms, and after some time or after a long time this mental symptom converts into the corporeal symptoms or physical body symptoms. So this is the four type of mental disease that we may call it as a emotional disease, we may call it as a only a mental disease, or we may call it as a psychosomatic disease. So what is the mental disease or the fourth type, that is psychosomatic disorder? As these are started with a only started as a mental disease itself, that the patient first, the patient do not have any corporeal disease present in him before, but after long time of these mental symptoms, the corporeal condition of patient also gets suffered. So this is fourth type of mental disease, that is the emotional disease. So emotional disease are those mental diseases. So we saw the aphorism number 225. It is regarding the emotional diseases, that is the fourth type of mental disease, also called as a psychosomatic disease. And in this, what is this emotional diseases? Emotional diseases are those mental diseases which are not due to suppression of diseases of physical body, but caused by emotional causes like continued anxiety, worry, irritation, and due to great fear and fright. Such diseases causes the deterioration in state of health of material body also, that is after some times the patients may show the physical symptoms also along with the mental symptom. So this is the fourth type of mental disease, that is emotional disease. So today we studied the aphorism number 221 to 225, and in aphorism number 221 it is regarding the what is the acute mental diseases, that is management of acute mental diseases. In this, the acute mental diseases like insanity, mania, which are caused due to the causes like fright, vexation and abuse of spirituous likers, such diseases appearing suddenly, they are called as acute mental diseases. They having the originated from the sora and should not be in the beginning treated with a deep acting antisoric medicines. Means in the beginning the physician should not use the antisoric medicines, but these acute medicines can be treated with the acute medicines like aconite, belladonna, hyoscyamus, stramonium, etc. Then in aphorism number 222 we studied about the radical treatment of acute mental diseases, and in this we studied acute mental diseases which are treated with an acute acting medicines like aconite, belladonna, stramonium, hyoscyamus should not be taken into consideration as completely cured. Means when symptoms get subside, the physician should not consider as it is a complete cure, but within no time such patients should be treated with antisoric, deep acting antisoric medicines in order to stop the further development and in order to prevent the recurrence of the disease. Then in 223 we studied about when not treated with antisoric the disease gets aggravated. Means the if physician not treated these acute diseases with antisoric medicines, the disease gets aggravated. When such patients of acute mental diseases is not treated with antisoric medicines, then surely there is recurrence of the same disease in the same form with a slighter causes than the previous one, and such patients lands into frequent recurrence of the same disease. Gradually disease gets aggravated and at the end becomes very difficult to cure. And the aphorism number 224 it is regarding the third type of mental diseases, that is the mental disease having doubtful origin. Means we cannot recognize the disease is started with a corporeal disease or disease is started with a mental disorders, and for this reason there is the differential diagnosis of these mental diseases and mental one-sided diseases. In this mental diseases is regarding the mental symptoms, and mental one-sided diseases means the corporeal disease gets suppressed and converted into mental disease. And in this the main difference is that the we use the words that is somatopsychic and psychosomatic. The main difference is that the somatopsychic patients may aggravated by the consolation, and the psychosomatic patients gets ameliorated by the consolation. It is the main difference between psychosomatic and somatopsychic disorder, that is the somatopsychic patients gets aggravated by consolation and psychosomatic patients gets amelioration by consolation. Then we started with aphorism number 225, and it is regarding the fourth type of mental disease, that is also called as a emotional disease. And these are the diseases that are not caused due to suppression of corporeal disease, but these are the diseases in origin are caused due to mental causes, that is it may be caused due to continued anxiety, worry, irritation or due to great fear, fright, and such diseases causes the alteration in the state of mind, and we call them it as a mental disease or a psychosomatic disorder, as after sometimes the mental disease also converted into corporeal disease. Means the physical symptoms may appear in these patients, so we call them it as a psychosomatic diseases. So this is four type of mental diseases. So today we will finish these aphorisms, that is aphorism number 221 to 225. Then the next aphorism we will take in a next lecture. In next aphorisms they explain about the treatment of these emotional diseases. What should be the treatment of these emotional diseases? So these are the aphorisms which we studied today. Any difficulty regarding these aphorisms from aphorism number 221 to 225? In this we finished the type of mental diseases, that is acute mental diseases of doubtful origin, and third one, that is emotional diseases, or the fourth type of mental diseases, and last remaining part is only of treatment of emotional diseases. So this is the mental diseases. Up till now total we finished what is mean by mental disease, types of mental diseases, and the treatment of these four types of mental diseases. Main 3 points in the mental diseases. The last part only remaining as the treatment of the emotional diseases. So everyone understanding? Any difficulty regarding these aphorisms or previous aphorisms?
Yes.
कळतंय का सगळ्यांना? आपण 4 टाईप बघतोय मेंटल डिसीजचे. तर त्याच्यामध्ये पहिला टाईप आहे सोमॅटोसायकिक टाईप, म्हणजे आधी कार्पोरियल डिसीज आहे पेशंटमध्ये आणि तो सप्रेस झाला, नंतर पेशंट मेंटल डिसीजमध्ये कन्वर्ट झाला. ही सफर्ड फ्रॉम अ मेंटल डिसऑर्डर. देन सेकंड टाईप इज ऑफ ॲक्यूट मेंटल डिसीज, मीन्स सडन एखाद्या पेशंटला भीती वाटली आणि सडन त्याच्यामध्ये काहीतरी मॅनिया सुरू झाला, तर हे काय झालं, त्याचं सडन ॲक्यूट कंडिशन आहे. तर त्या कंडिशनमध्ये मेन काय आहे की जेव्हा आपण हे ॲक्यूट कंडिशन ट्रीट करतो, ॲक्यूट मेंटल कंडिशन जे ट्रीट करतो आहे, तर त्याच्यासाठी आपल्याला ॲक्यूट मेडिसिन्स यूज करायचे आहेत. तर त्याच्यामध्ये त्यांनी दिलेत, फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही ॲकोनाईट, बेलाडोना, स्टॅमोनियम, हायोसॅमस हे ॲक्यूट हाय पोटेन्सीमध्ये यूज करू शकता, जेणेकरून त्याचे काय होतील, जे काही मॅनिक सिम्पटम आहेत ते काय होतील, सबसाईड होतील. पण जेव्हा तुम्ही हे मेडिसिन्स देतात तर तेव्हा पेशंट क्युअर झाला असं कन्सिडर करू नका. तर त्याच्यासोबत नंतर तुम्हाला लगेच काय द्यायचं आहे, डीप ॲक्टिंग अँटीसोरिक मेडिसिन्स द्यायचे, की जेणेकरून त्याची क्युअर काय होणार आहे, कंप्लीट होणार आहे. हा झाला सेकंड टाईप. मग थर्ड टाईपमध्ये काय आहे की इट इज ऑफ डाऊटफुल ओरिजिन, म्हणजे तुम्हाला माहीत नाही आहे की तो कशामुळे आहे. मोस्टली हा कशामुळे होतो, एकतर त्याचं कॉज मेंटेनिंग कॉज पण असू शकतं. तर त्या कंडिशनमध्ये एकतर तो कार्पोरियल, म्हणजे आधी कार्पोरियल होता नंतर मेंटल झाला, की आधी मेंटल होता नंतर कार्पोरियल झाला, हे कळत नाही आहे. त्याचं ओरिजिन काय डाऊटफुल आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये मेन कॉज काय असतात, मेंटेनिंग कॉज असतात. तर त्या कंडिशनमध्ये त्याला डिफरन्शिएट कसं करायचं आहे, तर जे डिसऑर्डर्स आहेत की जे आधी कार्पोरियल होते, म्हणजे आधी काहीतरी सिव्हिअर डिसीज होता, एखाद्या पेशंटला एकदम सडन ॲक्सिडेंट झाला, पूर्ण बेड रिडन झाला, तर पूर्ण बेड रिडन झाल्याच्यानंतर त्याच्यामध्ये काय होतात, मेंटल सिम्पटम डेव्हलप होतात. तर तो काय झाला, सोमॅटोसायकिक टाईप झाला, म्हणजे आधी त्याची बॉडी एफेक्ट झाली नंतर माइंड एफेक्ट झालं. तर त्या कंडिशनमध्ये जर आपण त्याला कन्सोल केलं की, तर त्या पेशंटला काय होतं, त्याच्यामुळं ॲग्रिवेशन होतं, त्याला आवडत नाहीत कोणी त्याला समजून सांगितलेलं हे केलेलं, कारण की त्याची आधीची मेंटल कंडिशन कशी आहे, हेल्दी आहे. पण आता कशामुळं तो चिडचिड होणे, अँग्री डिस्पोजिशन होणं, की त्याच्यात ते जे काही फिजिकल एफेक्ट झाले त्याच्यामुळं त्याच्यामध्ये काय दिसत आहेत तुम्हाला, मेंटल सिम्पटम दिसत आहेत. तर त्याच्यामुळं तो एफेक्ट झाला आहे. तर त्याच्यामुळं जर आपण त्याला कन्सोल केलं, समजून सांगितलं, हे केलं, तर त्याला ते आवडत नाही. त्याच्यामुळे त्याचे सिम्पटम्स काय होतात, ॲग्रिवेट होतात. हे झालं सोमॅटोसायकिक टाईपबद्दल. पण जे पेशंटमध्ये ऑलरेडी मेंटल डिसीज आहे फ्रॉम ओरिजिन, त्याच्यामध्ये काय की मेंटल डिसीज आहे, तर त्या कंडिशनमध्ये जर त्याला आपण कन्सोल केलं, समजून सांगितलं, तर त्या पेशंटला काय होतं, ॲम्युलट्रेशन होतं, त्याला बरं वाटतं. तर तो काय झाला, इट इज ऑफ सायकोसोमॅटिक टाईप. मग अशा प्रकारे आपण त्याला काय करू शकतो, कम्पेअर करू शकतो त्या दोन्ही डिसऑर्डरला. हा झाला थर्ड टाईप. आणि फोर्थ टाईप आपण सुरुवात केली, तो इमोशनल डिसऑर्डर किंवा त्यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो, सायकोसोमॅटिक टाईप. म्हणजे हा ओरिजिन काय आहे की कंटिन्युअस एन्झायटी आहे, एखाद्याला कंटिन्युअस वरी आहे, काहीतरी फिअर आहे, फ्राईट आहे, तर त्या कंडिशनमुळे त्याच्यामध्ये मेंटल सिम्पटम डेव्हलप झालेत. मग खूप दिवस मेंटल कंडिशनमधून सफर होताना मग त्याची काय होते, बॉडी पण ॲफेक्ट होते. म्हणजे काहीतरी फिजिकल सिम्पटम्स दाखवतो. एखादा कंटिन्युअस डिप्रेशनमध्ये आहे, एक काहीतरी इव्हेंट झाला किंवा काहीतरी कंटिन्युअस एन्झायटीमुळे त्याच्यामुळे काय झालं, तो डिप्रेशनमध्ये गेला. डिप्रेशनमध्ये गेल्याच्या नंतर तो काय करणार नाही, व्यवस्थित आहार घेणार नाही आहे, व्यवस्थित स्वतःची काळजी घेणार नाही आहे. त्याच्यामुळं आपोआप त्याची बॉडी काय होणार आहे, सफर होणार आहे. मग त्याला ॲनिमिया दिसेल, आणखी काहीतरी सिम्पटम दिसतील. तर मग आधी काय होतं, मेंटल डिसीज होता आणि तो त्याच्यासोबतच मग काय झालं, त्याची फिजिकल बॉडी पण ॲफेक्ट झाली आणि तो फिजिकल कंडिशनमधून पण सफर झाला. म्हणून आपण त्याला काय म्हणतो, सायकोसोमॅटिक टाईप. सो दिस इज 4 टाईप ऑफ मेंटल डिसीज. मग आता फक्त शेवटचे 4 ॲफोरिझम्स राहिलेत आपले. दॅट इज रिगार्डिंग द ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ सायकोसोमॅटिक टाईप ऑफ डिसऑर्डर. So today we will stop here. So these are the aphorisms that is regarding the mental diseases from aphorism number 210 to 230. So everyone understanding, any difficulty, ask me. Yes, कळाले सगळ्यांना? So now I will ask question to you. First, Utkarsha. Yes, Utkarsha. Utkarsha. सुप्रिया, आवाज येतो ना माझा? सिद्धी, सिद्धी आवाज येतोय का?
हो 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 मॅम, येतोय आवाज.
ओके. उत्कर्ष, आवाज येतोय का माझा? उत्कर्ष पाटील. येस, सुप्रिया. सुप्रिया साळवे. ऋषिकेश. ऋषिकेश. आवाज येतोय ना माझा? ह्या लोकांना येत नाहीये का आवाज? आवाज येतोय की नाही येत? जर आन्सर केलं तरच प्रेझेंट लागणार आहे, नाही केलं तर नाही. यस, ह्या तिघांना पण आवाज येत नाहीये माझा. ऋषिकेश, उत्कर्षा, सुप्रिया. हर्षदा, येतोय का आवाज माझा?
हा मॅम.
मग ह्या लोकांनाच येत नाहीये का?
काय माहिती मॅम.
देवांशी, येतोय का आवाज?
हा मॅम, आ रही आवाज.
अभिषेक.
हा मॅम,
येतोय
मॅम.
दीपाली.
मॅम.
हा.
मॅम, येतोय आवाज.
सुप्रिया का?
मॅम, स्पीकर खराब होते.
मग किती वेळचं म्हणतेय मी. ऋषिकेशला येत नाहीये का आवाज?
मॅम, मी बोलत होते पण माझा आवाज तुम्हाला येत नव्हता कारण की माझे स्पीकर खराब आहे.
What is mean by separation? What is mean by separation? Rushikesh, Supriya, Utkarsha. किती जणांना आवाज येत नाहीये? Raise your hands.
मॅम
हा,
काय बोललात तुम्ही? आहे ना आलं.
किती जणांना आवाज येत नाहीये म्हटलं याच्यामध्ये? त्यांनी हँड रेज करा, नाही तर ज्यांना येतो त्यांनी तरी रेज करा, मग मला कळेल कोणाला येतोय कोणाला येत नाही. Yes, these people are hearing me.
हाँ मैम.
दीपाली,
मैम आ रही आवाज?
आ रही है ना?
हाँ.
What is mean by separation? What is mean by separation? ज्यांना आवाज येतो ते तरी सांगा कोणीतरी.
हॅलो मॅम.
हा,
It is the state of being suppressed in which in a disease condition where separation due to medicinal causes. If the disease is suppressed, it may affect the more important organ or may convert into hazardous disease or more dangerous disease.
ओके. करिश्मा गुप्ता,
यस मैम.
आवाज आ रही है ना मेरी?
हाँ मैम आ रही है.
What is mean by palliation?
यस मैम.
What is mean by palliation? इतना लेट क्यों ज्वाइन किया आपने लेक्चर? यस करिश्मा.
वो मैम कनेक्ट नहीं हो रहा था पहले, इसलिए मेरे को लेट हो गया.
इतना लेट फिर सेकंड टाइम आपने ज्वाइन किया? फर्स्ट मीटिंग तो ज्वाइन ही नहीं किया था आपने.
नहीं मैम, इससे पहले भी थी मैं लेक्चर में.
आज की मीटिंग पहली ज्वाइन नहीं की थी, दूसरी मीटिंग ज्वाइन की है
इससे
आप?
पहले वाला
आज की
नहीं मैम, थी मैं लेक्चर में।
मैं देखती हूँ
कौन से
पार्टिसिपेंट
हाँ,
सब, और ज़्यादा नहीं है आप।
थी मैम मैं।